Yep, we're live. As you can see, got Boxing First Vlog in the building, and me. Jeff ain't here right now. I don't think he's going to be tuning in today. I think he's listening, but he is not in the building. It's just me and the general. So we're going to be kicking it today. We're going to be talking about Devin Haney and JoJo Diaz being announced for December the 4th. I think there's two fights that's going to be on that day because it's also Tank Davis and what it seems like Gonzalez. So what's your initial thoughts, bro?
First of all, let me give this podcast a proper introduction. This is Goodfellas Boxing Podcast, episode number 19. And we
19.
rolling. We about to, man, hey, it's lit over here. So come fuck with the scorch. You feel me? So anyway, man, now to dive right in after that proper announcement of the podcast, it's a good fight, bro. It's 50-50 fight, bro.
You think 50-50
fight? The one thing, I think 50-50 because JoJo is a dog. He's the opposite of what Linares was. So how is Tank going to react to somebody that, I mean, not Tank, my bad. How is Haney going to react to somebody that's hard to keep off of? You know what I mean? It's going to be, I think he should be pivoting more in this fight than he did with Linares. He kind of did use the ring a lot. I think he should be working on the pivot game in this particular fight because JoJo is a dog, man. He just, I mean, he hungry. He an OG trying to make waves. This is a big fight for him. Not that he's not used to decent fights because going in there a couple times with Farmer. So, you know what I mean? He's used to a little bit of limelight. So I think it's just a 50-50 fight just based on the styles. We got a boxer against a grinder.
I mean, this fight's been in the been speculated about for a while, but I mean, it's finally a proper test for Devin Haney. When I mean a proper test, I know Linares was supposed to be, but I mean it's against a dude who's coming in there with a positive attitude to win. I think Linares was pretty one-dimensional, and the fact that he had lost pretty recently, he wasn't coming off a win like how JoJo was. JoJo's coming off a win against Fortuna, a very good fight against Kevin Farmer, and obviously he had that draw with Rakhimov. But even that fight in itself, you know, that fight wasn't a bad performance for JoJo Diaz. So he's used to being under lights at that high level, and he's gonna have a bit of momentum going into this fight. So it's going to be interesting to see how Devin Haney deals with someone, as you said, who's a dog, who's coming to fight, who's coming to let their hands go, who's coming to trade. And it'll be interesting to see how Devin Haney deals with it. But one fortunate thing for Devin Haney is the vulnerability that we saw in the Linares fight where he got caught and almost knocked down, where he was quite rocked. He's not going to have to worry that much about that in terms of a single, because JoJo ain't cracking on a single like that. Maybe he can wear you down with accumulative shots, but in terms of one knockout power, he doesn't have it. So Devin Haney don't really have to worry about that much. But his overall
that
game,
doesn't, yeah, but that doesn't mean you want to go toe to toe with JoJo either.
Of course
JoJo
not,
is a way better volume puncher than Devin Haney is at this stage of the game. So
I mean,
you don't want to trade with him.
If you tried that with someone like JoJo Diaz, he's very good at just outworking you and winning rounds. You know, you try trading this dude, you try throw 5, he's throwing 7. Even if you look the nicer boxer, volume counts in some judges' eyes. Some judges like that.
Agreed. And they're gonna like the guy that's coming forward with the volume. It's not like you punching him with the 1-2-1-2 to keep him off of you, so that looks like a high rate of punches, but you're basically trying to keep him off of you. That's what we don't want to see from Devin Haney, that backward sort of fighting that's just, okay, just, you know, that 1-2, that just stay back 1-2, not the I'm coming forward 1-2s. It's 2 different 1-2s in boxing. You got that stay off me 1-2, and you got that coming forward looking to set something else up behind that right hand 1-2. So we don't need the back up, stay off me version of the 1-2 from Devin Haney. We definitely need him to be intelligent when picking his spots on the toe-to-toe sort of side of the game. So you got to be smart. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, do you feel like in a performance like this, do you feel like with Tank having a fight the same week as him and Teofimo Lopez having a fight the week before him, do you feel like it's important for him not just to win, but to win in good fashion, or do you think it's just about the win? Doesn't matter how he gets it, just win.
I think with the name of JoJo in the competition level, because JoJo, to me, this is an A side fight. This is not a B side fight. This is two A side guys. JoJo, like you said, been on a roll with some major names. It's not like he snuck a cupcake in that run you just mentioned. Those are all solid names, top tier fighters, especially Fortuna. I mean, the way he did Fortuna was highly unexpected. I hopefully Fortuna can bounce back, because I mean, he didn't get beat so bad where I couldn't see him in another high level fight, but he definitely lost that matchup. So that just making JoJo definitely an A side coming into this, because like I said, he's on a better run than I would say Devin Haney is in the last three fights or so, comparing each other, even with the draw, because that was a major name. Haney didn't start getting decent names till about 3 fights ago, honestly. So this is it's amazing. That's why I say 50-50, man. I give JoJo the veteran's edge, the experience, and I mean, with the power, I would say being equal after Haney's shoulder surgery, he hasn't been known to be a blitzer. So I think the power side of the game is pretty even. It's just who's smarter in this fight to me, who can really land a few decent eye-catching shots and just definitely control the fight. If it's a back and forth fight, it'll be fan-friendly, but one guy definitely got to put the foot on the gas and take control. You don't want that back and forth fight.
In the last fight, especially not you personally, but other people who were skeptical of Devin Haney and very critical of his performance said that maybe he could have been a bit more aggressive. Maybe he could have landed a bit more shots. Maybe he could have tried to look for a knockout when you're going up against a dude like Linares, who has been knocked out before. And they were really critical of Devin Haney's power. You feel like him as a person, not you, but you feel like him as a person will put his pride first and try and go for that knockout? Or do you think he's going to put that down, put that to the back?
I think we're having a senior counsel in his father, being a guy that's pretty stable and never pushed his son out there for the bag like that. I think he's going to be more calculated and not do something like that, because he even knows from that last fight, you don't want to show that to the fans. Even though it's good as a fighter to kind of work through something like that, that's probably something you want to work through inside the gym. You know what I mean? Not in front of the whole world. But luckily, like I said, it was in the last 10 seconds of the round and he was able to walk it off. So big kudos to him, and for fighting smart in the next round that followed that, him getting clipped by Linares. But at the same time, you don't want to be fan friendly when your style is boxing. You don't want to do that. You're not a killer like that after the shoulder surgery. And I'm only speaking from experience that your punch rate and your punching power is not the same after they tinkle on you with that knife. You understand me? Now we dealing with laser surgery and all this new formats, but it's still the same concept. You're never the same once you go under the knife. That's an old school saying. So I'm giving them an understanding for the power side. So if he boxes intelligently, smartly, and pitches damn near shutout the way he did with Linares, I'm still ranking him high. To me, this fight puts him in fighter of the year category if he can win it and it be a good fight. As long as it's not a shitty fight where some bunch of fouls and things like that, he can still find himself in fighter of the year with a decent victory.
Fair enough. Blaze Philly's in the building. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Kiki's in the building. Shout out to you. Thank you for jumping in. But I was gonna talk about that, because before I even get into the whole intricacies of the fight itself, I do want to talk about the fact that a lot of people were speculating about the fact that JoJo Diaz was ducking Devin Haney and he was scared. I feel like a lot of people were saying that because he turned down the first offer. But I feel like some people need to just put their business hat on and understand that you're never going to accept the first offer And this is a dude who is on a run, as Blunt said, and he's trying to make the most money. So obviously he done the right thing by waiting, playing hardball, and obviously he got the offer that he deserved. But I just feel like a lot of boxing fans are very fickle and they rush to demonize people for turning down an offer instead of just watching the landscape, because this is a fight which many people were saying JoJo Diaz was gonna duck.
I mean,
Blunt.
I disagree with that because it's not a fight that you see why he would duck, bro. It's not like you asked him to fight Teofimo Lopez right now, and he's got to worry about power. He's got to worry about a guy being so much bigger than him. It's not that kind of fight. This is a fight where his style has to be able to beat a pure boxer. And if you know that, then yeah, of course you're going to make sure you get what you deserve to get. I mean, you don't want to be the B-side. That's what I think it was about too. I think it had something to do with making sure the pay was even, because like I said, they both A-side fighters. They both have their own names. They have their own lane, and basically they both on Dazan. So I think Dazan would definitely be smart as an organization to not get into a turf battle on their own side of the street. If you understand what I'm saying. You feel me?
That's a good point. How does this look on Ryan though? Because Ryan's now turned down a fight with Fortuna, Devin Haney, and now JoJo Diaz. How does that look on Ryan's behalf? Because I mean, I'm just asking a question.
I think it doesn't look good, and we've hearing some of his insiders, people that he run with recently here, Canelo, feeling as though he's wasted a lot of time, his youth. He's not getting younger, bro. This dude is getting older. So, you know what I mean? You gotta get in there and make it do what it do. I mean, like I said, if you're coming off a serious injury or a real injury, had the surgery, I know he was laid all up in the bed and all of that. Hopefully he's seeing some of the criticism and that lights a fire under him. That's the only thing we can expect as fans, as media.
I have a question for you in a second. I just want to read this comment because you brought up a good point. Yeah. Bert Wood says, who wins Inoue versus Donaire 2? I think Inoue wins that. Even though Donaire's coming off a good win, I know he beat Obali, but I think Inoue beats him. I think if the first fight was a real good fight, though.
I don't think we're gonna see that fight, bro. Be honest, but I give the OG a chance, because I think he'll tighten up the midsection, because that's the only thing that really got him in trouble was those body shots. So I think he'll tighten up that work downstairs and maybe fight a little bit smarter, where though he's not giving up them wide open lead body shots the way he was. So, you know what I mean? I don't think we see that fight though, because they got Donaire lined up with oh my God, I wish I knew how to pronounce this dude's name. But I just seen it on IG. He lined up to fight somebody in December. So I don't know if we see that fight.
I thought Donaire, at one stage, because he got a good win against Obali, but then I thought he was going to fight the winner of Casemiro Rigondeaux, but then that fight fell through. And then
Casemiro don't want that. Casemiro do not want that. I think he coming off that win didn't want to go right back in there and subject himself to a loss. So after that win, he's probably in the mindset of, let me soak this up. Let me live in the moment instead of running right back out there into traffic, so to speak. You feel me?
Yeah, I get you. But yeah, the question I was going to ask you is though, because you brought up a good point of the people talking about like criticizing Ryan. I think which will play a bigger part is Devin Haney's got a fight. Tank's got a fight. Loma is supposed to be having Loma's got a fight with Comey, and then you got Teofimo Lopez. You have a fight. They all fighting within weeks of each other. Do you not feel like that's gonna play even bigger role, because he's gonna be the only one sitting on the bench, and maybe by the time he's coming back to the game, these dudes have leveled up in terms of their opposition? Do you not feel like that's gonna be a bigger discredit towards Ryan Garcia?
Honestly, yes. If you look at it, you can think that he's probably had the softer match out of and if you just want to go back to each of these guys' last fight, he probably had the softest one, and he got touched. So
Good drop. Good drop.
that's not a good look. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go out of bounds and say something that I think might be real controversial, but honestly, I think this is the perfect time to get out of this traffic. Slide to 140, where you will have the biggest name outside of the champions. And there's good fights out there to prove yourself. It's good fights that aren't scary fights. You know what I mean? That Robert Easter fight, not scary. Fight the boy that Virgil just beat. Can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Let me jump out and jump back in. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Just continue rolling it though.
Yeah. But like I was saying, I think this is a perfect time for Ryan Garcia to get out of this traffic, bro. It's piled up at 135 right now. These guys are active. He's not. Put on a little bit of weight. Get back into conditioning while you rehabbing, and take a not a big fight at 140, but take an introduction fight at 140. Perfect timing for him, man. Perfect timing for him. Ryan Garcia. Do
you think he's a big 135? Do you think he's got the?
Yes. He has the frame. Yes, he has the frame to be nice and good at 140, bro. He has youth on his side, so he'll carry that weight a lot easier than an older fighter trying to go up in weight.
I'm worried though that he got chin checked against a dude who we know is not a big puncher. So those 140 dudes up there, they might be touching him, and it might be nice.
But honestly, we know I forget the white boy name, but he way bigger than 140. He came in looking almost 150-ish, one kind of 155-ish in that fight. So he's a bigger 135 too. So, and then it's just a good thing. Like I said, you get that out the way early. You just need something like that in your boxing career. Just like when Floyd got hit by Sugar Shane, he needs those type of shots to keep him on his toes, so to speak. You know what I mean? Keep reminding them that you in the fight game, bro. So no matter all you that shadow boxing you do, and all the bitches love you, and people letting you punch them in the stomach and all that kind of shit that you do on the web, this the fight game. So when you get hit in the mouth like that, I think it's good. That might be a reason why he took a step back. He probably was unsure of himself after getting hit like that. He did do what he was supposed to do to get out that fight, but I mean, like we said, the fight game is mental too. So, and him being a youngster, he was one of the first ones that was talking that mental health stuff in boxing. So, you know, big ups to him if he had to regather himself and get right. But honestly, though, if I was in the corner and with the cat, I'd be talking 140, bro, because his name's inside the top 10 that he could beat right now. Make a splash, make a big fight.
I'll ask you those names in a second. Let me read this comment. Who has a better left hook? I don't know how I really got into this, but it's cool. New way on Nonito Donaire. I feel like, to answer that question, I feel like when you look at Nonito, because he's a very single-based puncher, he looks for singles a lot. It's easy to say Nonito Donaire, but a New way is a dude who's always looking for punch variety. So when you're looking at a dude who's always looking for punch variety, always looking to vary his punches and has power on all his punches, it's also about how good they are at delivering it. So I'll still say a New way, to be honest. But let's get through these comments.
I think he's a single shot. He's a single guy too, though, Shane. He's a single guy. I don't think he's heavy. Yeah, I don't think he's heavy combination, though.
No, but
I think
if you look how explosive.
I mean, yeah, if you look at the two of them, yes, I get you. He does have the edge with the more combination punching and being kind of known more for that than Donaire. But he does. His standout shots are from single shots, like the one that stopped Donaire.
He does load up. But he's very explosive as well, where he's landing 3-4 punches in a combination. But he does load up.
Yeah, no doubt. You right there. Oh, what's going on, Boxing Learner? What's up with you, Playboy?
Shout out to you, Conrad's in the building. Evening, Shane. Evening, vlog. Shout out to you, Conrad.
What's going on? Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Rob Costa's in the building. Shout out to you.
What's going on, Coach?
Is a New way versus Donaire 2 on? Not that I've heard
No,
of, but
no. It's let me look this up real quick, man. I just saw this earlier today.
I
Donaires,
really
and
want
I
to ask
forgot
the
who
vlog.
posted it.
I'm gonna ask the vlog maybe 5 names at 140. See if you think Ryan could beat him. I'll ask him 5 names, see which 5. But I'll let him get the name first.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for that info real quick on that fight with Donaire. See if it's on
But
IG. I don't want to do too much scrolling.
everybody in the chat,
Yeah,
go to Boxing First Vlogs channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share. Obviously, join the Fantasy League. The Fantasy League starts on Saturday with Canelo versus Plant. So all of those dudes back in Plant, make sure you make that pick, because me and Jeff Jeff told me today that the prize for this Fantasy League is $500 plus customized take your pick Fantasy League belt, which will be delivered to your address. So that's a lot of prizes for this season. This season is a lot of prizes. You got $500 plus the Fantasy League belt, which you'll get. Joseph won the last Fantasy League. He won last season, so his prize is coming through. I think Jeff's sorting that out. But yeah, during this season's one, it starts with Canelo this week, man. But yeah, Blunt, you find that name yet?
I got it. Hold on, I'm trying to pull dude name up. Look like a hold on, man. It's on Twitter. I'm trying to pull the Twitter up, bro. Hold on. Wait, y'all ain't doing nothing. No, I'm just playing.
Dwayne,
I don't even know how you pronounce the dude's name. I'm gonna just show
yo,
y'all the
man.
pic. Gabaleo. Can
Oh
y'all
yeah,
see that?
I know. Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, I know who that is. Is that announced?
Yeah, yeah. It's December 11th.
December's got a lot of fights in there. Yo, my people, shout out to you. Yo,
What's going on,
we should
Dwayne?
pay you, not the other way around. We should pay. Oh, bro, if you want to pay us, it's cool. But to be in the Fantasy
No,
League is
bro, check it
complete.
out. Yeah. But you know how you show your love, bro? Just hit folks off in the super chat. That's all. You know what I mean?
Literally.
That's
The Fantasy
you
League is
know.
completely free.
Yeah.
Vlog puts his articles, those are completely free. Normally you get them in a newspaper, you have to pay for or something. Completely free. All of our services are completely free. We don't charge for nothing. But if you want to show appreciation, definitely hit the super chat, definitely. But the best way you can show appreciation is subscribe and share out this channel and Blunt's channel, and go and spread the word about the Fantasy League. That helps us, in all of us, because it helps Blunt with his articles and his channel getting his subscriber count up, and it helps this channel getting the subscriber count up as well. So definitely do that. That will help us. I cannot wait to win that, bro. It's looking stressful right now because Joseph won last season. Well, Jeff won last season. Joseph came second, so Joseph got the prize this season. Blunt already said he's coming off.
I'm winning it this year, but
He said he's
whoever,
winning. He said he's winning.
whoever falls in behind me, obviously, I'm part of the team, so I'm not gonna keep the prize. But at the same time, throw your boy a
No,
little
you
bit of
get the
something,
belt.
something.
You get the belt. You get the belt, but you won't get the cash prize. But you get the belt.
I should, man. I'm the life of the party, baby. You
Of course,
understand
of
me?
course,
No,
of course. But
it's all good though. It's all good.
let me ask you the names though. You said he can beat a lot of dudes in the top 10. 140
Hold
peak,
on,
as we
hold on.
discussed before.
It's probably the deepest division in boxing right now.
Jesus Christ,
My
bro.
bad. Man, over here off the moon rocks. Over here
Bro,
off the moon rocks. Pulling it up right now though. Y'all give me a second.
what are you pulling up?
I'm pulling up the top 10
I
off
can
of
name some of them
ESPN.
right now, though. I can name some of them right now.
It's a couple that stand out to me that I want to remember that
Okay, go ahead.
they
Do
entered.
what you're doing. It's cool.
Talk to the people though. Talk to the people, Sean.
Conrad commented, when I hear all you guys picking Plant, I know I'm winning this one for sure. Bro, I ain't picking Plant. So if you think I'm picking Plant, you must be on the finest crack. Because I ain't picking Plant. I might even pick Plant to win 3 rounds. I think this is going to be a one-sided fight, and I think Canelo is gonna win pretty comfortably and handily. I think the Canelo press conference is going on right now as well, if I'm correct, but I could be wrong. When I last checked, it was going on right now. Someone let me know, but yeah, Blunt is still looking for that name, those names.
I got
So
it. I got it.
Go ahead.
I got it. Right now, he can go toe to toe with Barrios, Victor Postal. I like him in there with Easter. I give him the power edge in that fight. And maybe Pedraza. I think he can get Pedraza, even though Pedraza's on a nice little turnaround. So that's a nice fight, though.
Well, bro. Pedraza can
that's
crack.
what I'm saying. That's why I think that's a nice. That's why I think that's a nice fight, because he needs those type of tests. But that's the worst out of what I just picked that I think he would do in a fight. I think he beats Victor Postal because of the speed edge. Barrios, I think he just outguns him again. A little bit more power than Barrios. I think he actually stops Barrios. And this guy, Sabril Matises, I don't see a lot of power in him. And they got him ranked inside the top 10, 26-0.
I mean,
so
what about Zepeda?
Scary power, but speed-wise, Zepeda might get handlebarred. So that's actually a good fight, too. A lot of these fights we talk about probably not plausible on a straight come right into the division because they're across the street, so to speak. So, I mean, but the names and the matchups still look good for him if you're looking at the horizon.
What about a Regis Prograis?
Scrappy fight. I gotta give the edge to Regis because he's a dog. But that speed would be something in the range, would be something for Regis to have to deal with. I think size-wise, it would be.
King of the division? What about Tater, the king of the division?
Man. See, bro, I give it to Taylor, bro. 75-25. Just because he's an all-around dude. He's a dog. He can box. So what sort of fight would Garcia have to bring into there to win? We wouldn't know, because we wouldn't know what Taylor's going to do on that night. Will he come forward? Will he be the champ, play the back, counterpunch? So Garcia would have to have a diversified tool bag, so to speak.
Dwayne says you're on that strong shit. I assume you got that straight off Jamaica, bro, because you've been coughing. You be coughing heavy.
Bro, this shit right here, bro, boy, this that fruit, baby. We over here off them grapes. You understand me? A little bit of moon rock sprinkled in. You dig? Gotta get my mind right, man. I got a lot of work to do, man. Bro, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna switch the topic up just slightly a little bit. But I'm on my L Dub side of the game, back to finding them hidden gems, and I found one, bro. You know me, I always find somebody, a Manuel Tagu style type of dude, and y'all be hating me for it. But I found one, though. I'm going to do a little bit more homework, and I'm going to present him on the channel. So I need you to tap in. I need the folks to tap in. I got the Hidden Gem series coming back. We back in the L-Dub world, you know what I mean? Tapping into the up-and-comers and the future prospects and the future contenders.
He's in the building right now. Shout out to L-Dub.
What's going on, Dub? What's happening with your family? Yeah, so I got
Buatsi versus Vlasov, December 18th. Bro, you know what's so funny? Me and Jeff actually said that on live, that because Buatsi's going to fight Bivol, or is lined up to fight Bivol, he should fight someone with an awkward style who's going to present certain defensive maneuvers, lateral movement. And the person we came up with, Vlasov, because we saw how good Vlasov done against Joe Smith Jr., how awkward he made that fight. To me, if he can deal with Vlasov in good stead, he's ready for that A level. But I think that's going to be a hard fight because, boy, Vlasov done a good job against Joe Smith. He almost won that fight, if we're keeping it real. And I think from a power perspective and a punch resilience perspective, Joe Smith is beating Buatsi. I'm just keeping it all the way 100. But Buatsi's got the youth on his side, so potentially. But yeah, in terms of, let's stick to JoJo Diaz. This is what I wanted to speak to you about. Do you feel like, and this is me being honest, do you feel like it's fair for JoJo Diaz to be we don't know the purse that Devin Haney's getting, but as you said, it does seem like JoJo Diaz is getting a pretty nice purse, probably his highest payday. Do you feel like that's I don't want to say fair, but do you feel like that's right, knowing that he came up against the likes of Kevin Farmer before and didn't get that paycheck, and now he's coming up against Devin Haney, who's the so-called champion? You not feel like he should have maybe potentially got less?
No, I don't, bro, because if you're coming into the fight with steam, see, when the champ gets fighters, a lot of the times is handpicked. So the champ is doing these guys a favor. So who are they to argue about getting in the ring? So he's not a cupcake. He's not a B-side. So when you present the bag to him, it got to be 60-40, bro. Or I wouldn't take the fight, because your name is not ringing more bells than my name. I'm on the better run in boxing. I'm bringing more fights to Dizan than you have been since you've been here. And I think they both came right around the same. No, I think JoJo was there a little bit earlier than Haney, but still, JoJo been working since he been there. So I think with this being on,
who would you say has got a better resume?
JoJo. At this point in time. But once Haney puts JoJo on his resume, it'll be compatible. Still a little edge to JoJo because he's more of a veteran fighter, been around a little bit longer, couple 2-3 years or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Now I just you gotta give that other A-side fighter his respect, even if it's a fight that's been catered for you and been kind of advertised as you're the billing. But if he's another name, then you have to respect that name. It doesn't matter if you're still in the position you're in. A king can respect another king. That's just all I'm saying. Not to say that JoJo's a king of 135 or anything, but he's no man. He's no Thomas DeLore man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Definitely.
And that's no disrespect to Thomas, but he's not a gatekeeper, bro.
Definitely. When we look at the landscape of boxing, when we look at the fights we've had this year, the Brandon Figueroa, Luis Neri, the Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, Wilder versus Fury, Usyk versus AJ. We got Fulton and Brandon Figueroa coming up. We got Teofimo Lopez.
We had Charlo.
We had Charlo fighting. We have Canelo fighting this week. Where does Devin Haney versus JoJo Diaz rank? Because I think this is a fight which is really underrated, because to me, I agree it's a 50-50 fight, but it's also dudes who are coming off real good wins this year. It's not dudes who we just found out of nowhere. It's two dudes who are coming off real good wins this year, who are in good momentum, in good stead, in a good place. Where does this rank when you compare it to the whole landscape of 2022 and boxing?
Bro, I mean, we have Valdez, Burchell. I mean, this. If you wanted to put it in the top 10 of fights for the year, just off of the names, not the results, we going just off the marquee names. I would put this inside the top 10, maybe 9, 10, because it's not for a major belt. That's the one thing. You know how they do with these belts, so I don't think it's going to get the shine it deserves, because it's not a world title of that ilk. It's not going to put him up there right next to Taylor. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a contender's title, and these guys Taylor needs to find out who's next in this type of fight that give him an idea of where he want to go. He's known for coming over here, so he can come over here and defend his titles, make a bag. Now I know the bag will be bigger if somebody goes to England. But I'm just saying,
not always.
You don't think so?
Always. It depends.
Yeah, because
if he fights Tank, that's bigger in America, because that pay-per-view money in America is massive.
Well, I get that. Yeah, I mean, but I'm talking about somebody like JoJo. Say JoJo pulls out the victory. And they start looking for, the next guy, because I'm sure they don't want to go right back to Ramirez, and then whoever he's fighting is not a springboard fight to a rematch. I don't know why he ain't have a rematch clause. I'd have had a rematch clause. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'd had a
I guess
rematch
because it
clause,
was a
man.
unification. I guess because it was a unification, they just said winner takes all kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that makes sense too. But wasn't no, it wasn't. It was a okay, yeah. I get yeah. I see what you're saying. But still,
That is
goddamn it.
yeah.
So you think
That is
if you're looking at that
one.
scenario, do you think Ramirez needs a bigger fight than the one that is perspective for him? Because they threw out
Who
a couple names and
who they matching with?
no big names. The guys that they mentioned on ESPN were off brand. Like, so you gotta be an insider, way above my level of insider, even know who these dudes is by mentioning their name. So Spanish name came out and American fighter. I think it's a
Bro,
brother. Never heard of him. So
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I would love to see Ramirez versus Postal rematch. 'Cause I thought that fight was real close. I thought Postal, you could arguably say Postal won that fight, but because they already had the Taylor fight signed, they just had to give it to the dude because they already had that Taylor fight signed and there was too much money on the table. But if you keep it all the way 100, I think that fight would have been a good fight. Or I'm still rocking with the dude, bro. I want to see. I know he's young, but I like him. I want to see Montana Love get a good fight. You know, I know he just signed with Eddie, so that might be a bit difficult. But I would want to see that fight as well, man.
that's a good move,
Conor,
though. That was a good move to sign with Eddie because you're closer to the belts, automatically closer to the belts.
of course, of course. Uh, Conrad Boxing says that is actually a decent card, although I have preferred Parker fighting someone else. Bro, the truth is that was supposed to be a pay-per-view. With Parker and Chisora heading it, I mean, I expected a much more stacked card. That's a good co-main, and the rest of the fights there, all right. But when we're talking about the zone, which is supposed to be a global, not just UK, a global brand, you're supposed to be appealing to people in every single market. And I don't think Joseph Parker and Derek Chisora as a headliner and Buatsi and Vlasov as a co-main event appeals to a big enough market outside of England. I don't think it does. But I guess we will see. Burt Wood says, sorry, I thought Donaire was fighting John Real Casemiro next. Then the winner fought Anui. Nah, bro, I thought that myself. I thought Casemiro would have fought the winner of Casemiro Rigondeaux fights Donaire. But it doesn't look that way as Blunt said. So I don't know what's next for Casemiro.
I showed y'all the proof. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not me saying it.
right.
They made the fight. But I
I
gotta
mean, I
look
want to
up
know
that cat though. I saw that name in the rankings, but I'm not familiar with him and his style. So I gotta look out and see if that's a good fight or not, or if that's just
I've
a stay
definitely
busy
seen him.
fight.
I've definitely seen him before, 100%. 100% I've seen him before, but off the top of the dome, I can't remember where. But I want to know what's next for Casemiro, because this is another dude who's taken a massive, a long time out of the ring, and he came back looking real trash against Rigondeaux. So it's interesting to see what will be next for him. But sticking to the topic of 135, even 140, I feel like you're going to see a mass exodus with a lot of those top dudes like Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Tank Davis. Well, Tank's kind of already
That's why I
moved up
said.
already.
But that's why I said, bro, for somebody to make a splash right after all these fights, come straight into next year, right into 140, he needs to do it first, bro, because he's not a champion. He's probably not going to get a title look unless Teofimo loses the belts. That's the only way I think he'll get an automatic look and a deal could be made to bring him over to the top rank or whoever ends up with the straps. Because if Kambosos Jr. win this, I don't even know who he's associated with. I think Bob will be sliding over there to the other side, just like Don King used to do. He used to come in. He used to come in with one dude and go out with the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
You
I feel
give
like Bob
Kambosos
might
a
do
chance
that.
in this fight? You give Kambosos a chance in this fight?
Yeah, he's scrappy. He's scrappy, and I think. I mean, his chin. He took some shots from Selby, so I mean, but Selby ain't the biggest puncher, but he took some shots though. I ain't gonna lie, he took some shots, showed out well. Didn't have a lot of wear and tear on his face too. So I mean, and Teofimo, I don't know, bro. Yeah, I just don't know. I think conditioning might be an issue because he's real buff. So it takes a lot of oxygen to carry around all those muscles. So, you know what I mean? He got the world's strongest man punching him in the stomach. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, I saw that. He's already said numerous times that he struggles to make 135, sorry. So the fact that this fight's at 135, are we going to see wear and tear, and are we going to see the rehydration become a factor? Is he going to struggle? Because the fact that he has the IBF belt as well means, I think this is the mandatory for the IBF. So this means he's going to have to weigh in on the night with a limited amount of rehydration. Could that potentially affect him? I'm just asking. I don't know. Because this is a dude who's...
I think that's one of the reasons why the fight was put off too, because he was having the issue with weight. Because he looked big against Loma. I'm not sure. I don't remember what they said his fight night weigh-in was, but he looked big against Loma. Not like extremely bigger, but he looked real solid, bro. And I think that might have looked, Loma looked across the ring like, damn, this dude a junior fucking middleweight or what? Like, this motherfucker looking real solid across the ring. So, and then he looking even bigger now. So the fight could have been put off because his ass was down in Australia kicking it and not cutting them pounds off.
Maybe he's gonna struggle to. Maybe he's struggling to make weight already, because I know Kambosos ain't gonna be struggling to make weight at all.
Nah, he's solid. He's solid. He's been working with the boy and shit. They was out there in Australia working before the fight got canceled. I seen a couple clips of them in the gym, him and the homie Tegu. And I'm not talking him up to bring his name up, but that's who his training partner was for this fight. Well, not his main one, but one of the guys that, because you know that's just Dazan. They, you know, that's a smart move though. That was a smart move by Dazan to try to link themselves to Kambosos. Send some of their fighters to go work out with him, put a bug in his ear. He winning them belts. He might be over there with Hearn and them too. So just saying.
Conrad Boxing says, I don't understand why they can't make Parker versus Hrgovic, for example. Hrgovic pricing himself out of these fights. Bro, I don't know what the case is, but Hrgovic is in the same position as Joe Joyce and Tony Yoka and those dudes. They need to get a move on now. They literally need to start making some fights and cleaning up that heavyweight division. We need to see who's real and who's fake, because we got a lot of dudes underneath that top tier with undefeated records, but their resume ain't stacked like that. We need to see who's real and who's fake. Right now,
you know it's a good fight.
Go ahead.
You know it's a good fight for Hrgovic. Fa.
Go ahead.
Daniel Fa. I mean, Junior Fa. Yeah, I said Daniel. I meant Junior Fa. Yeah, I think that's a good fight. International name.
But Fa will lose. He just don't have enough offense about him to beat someone like Hrgovic.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as a name that's semi-recognizable on the international heavyweight scene, that's a good name. You gotta start putting some names on the resume. Maybe not a name that's going to super challenge you, but a name that you can kind of still be building on at this point in time, because they keep finding these pub fighters, and you're gonna run out of them Walmart workers, man. Trust me, you're gonna run out of them dudes. Ain't nobody gonna pay $39.99 to see that shit.
Burt Wood says Mark Gabarlo record. Nah, no, and I've seen him, but I just don't know what fight. Let me get to this comment. I don't remember what fight it was, Burt Wood. Miles Williams, shout out to you, bro. Bakoli Hrgovic would be good. I think that fight's actually happening. From what I last heard, I think that fight's actually happening. I hope it does, because that would be a good fight. I know Bakoli's coming off the good win against Kuzman, and Hrgovic has been looking for a good fight. I do think Hrgovic will win. You got two real big sluggers who are real big. They're both quite slow, but Bakoli does sometimes use some lateral movement, but it won't work against someone who's that tall and rangy like Hrgovic. And Hrgovic is very messy. Like, he knows how to win messy as well. But oh no, you're right, Conrad. It was Bacoli versus Yoka. That's what it was. Yoka beats Bacoli. But if that's the case, that's a good fight for Yoka, because Yoka will be moving up the ranks slowly. Because I know he took the Wolper, he beat the Wolper, he beat Mias in his last fight. Bacoli will be another good win. I mean, after that, he's probably ready for a dude like Dubois or Joseph Park or Derek Chisora or something like that.
Hey, what about the boy that and the African boy that was fighting on Top Rank, bounce back, OG dude, solid than a motherfucker. I think I had him for an upset on the Top Rank card too. He just fought somebody from over there. I think he lost, but would that be a good matchup? Good name for Yoka? He got, you know, I mean, big dude. He's the boxer, obviously. Old boy beat a puncher, so you got to have style matchups still, even on that side. I can't think of his. Yeah, Taco, that's him. I had him on the upset on that Top Rank card. That's how I called that one too. That was one of my videos way back. If any of my day ones know, I've been working even fights like that. I've been trying to do what it do on this YouTube shit, man.
Yeah, but yeah,
I think that's a good
fight for Yoka. That's a
good fight, because you got, even over there, bro. They match up. They don't do a good job matching up styles very well. You understand what I'm saying? And I think they need to pick that up on that side. And there's ways to crisscross these dudes, man. And it's not hard though, because I don't think they have promotions that argue as much as people in the West, where you got a no-name promotion want to be Pitbull and the bigger guy and being greedy or.
Bro, can I add insight on why that doesn't happen, bro? Because even when it kind of does, it's not up until recently where that used to happen, because before there was only one mega money market. Whereas in America, you guys got Showtime, Fox, you guys got ESPN. In the UK, it was just Sky. Up until the Zone came over here and BT Sports, before it was just Sky. Like Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn both used to do their shows on Sky. So really and truly, there was only one house. ITV done it for a small time, but it was really just Sky. Until Eddie Hearn ruined the market when he made David Haye versus Audley Harrison. The ratings were so low, Sky cancelled all pay-per-views. It destroyed British boxing. And then they had to do everything free. All the boxing was free, and then people had to then find their market elsewhere. That's why there wasn't so much competition. That's why Eddie Hearn is where he is today, because he put so much free boxing on Sky, and Frank Warren didn't have the finance to do that. The only way he could get paid is through pay-per-view. So he had to find another company, and at that time, there was no other company. So his budget was real small. So that is, hopefully that answers your question.
I got you. Yeah, it was kind of like when ESPN started and all sports was just on ESPN. Everybody went there. Then you had all these spring off things kind of spawning out. So I get it. I see what you're saying. They was locked in a box, but all things come from somewhere. So you know what I mean? Right. It's good that Warren was able to hang around with him being a lower budget guy. He's still in the picture over there. So that's good. Yeah. That's big ups to him though. You feel me? So because you gotta have more than one player. That's what's wrong with boxing here. When Don King became the major player in boxing here, or at least a front runner, it didn't do boxing well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you gotta have those rivalries, even with promotions. You gotta have it just to keep the liveliness of the sport, because you can't have some WWE shit and, you know, everybody under this one fake ass umbrella. You understand what I'm saying? It wouldn't work. Too many egos. It's gonna be hard to feed everybody equally. You know what I'm saying? So I think these separate promotions that we have and the way they've been working together here in the last year, especially with Top Rank and PBC just did. I mean, they even had a leftover fighter on the past card this weekend on Showtime. I mean, he should have been. That fight. Shout out to Darwin Price Jr. Man, big victory. That's gonna spawn me over. Bro, I got so much to talk about in boxing. It's ridiculous, man. They doing this, bro, so bad, man. This the boy that his knee went out when he was fighting the young boy Malik Hawkins, and I don't know if you remember that fight, but his knee went out. You know what I mean? He was winning that fight. So I don't know if Jeff told you, but yeah. One of the young girls that do the boxing thing, you know what I'm saying, I was following on IG. I commented on one of her joints where she said, well, name these fighters. I did my thing, you know, as far as I do my thing. I'm like, yo, that's old boy. He just lost against such and such. This old boy. I was like, this the one dude that just won, but he should have lost. And that's what my comment was. The young boy Malik Hawkins jump in the chat talking about, I bet I beat your ass and all this shit. I'm like, damn, bro.
Oh, I
Where
remember
did that come
I
from?
remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I was like,
I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that.
yeah, bro. So I was like, damn, bro, where that coming from and shit. That shit was wild though. So you know they watching us, baby. And I wasn't even disrespectful. I just said he was losing the fight, bro. He was. I didn't say he was getting his ass beat. That's on my old page that they blocked and locked up because the page was going so hard that IG and Facebook and them, they just hated on me. So it is what it is. But yeah, I got the new page up and cracking. So but yeah, that happened on the old page. So I can't even like double back and really show that. And he was really trying to go in. I'm like, well, damn, bro, I'm over here on the east side, PHX, baby. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got a bag. It's easy for y'all to get on the road and do what it do. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I ain't hiding Playboy. So, but I ain't go in there for all of that, though. That's what killed me. It was just like I was naming the fighters without using their name. So when she said use their name, I was so current in the game that I'm like, boom, boom. It was the boy Ammo Austin. He was in there. I was like, wooty woo. I'm like telling her who these people is in answering her page. But yeah, old boy went dumb on me. Like, damn, I was like, he act like he was gonna spin the corner on the boy. I was like, they talking about, I bet I beat your ass. I'm like, god damn, take it easy, Playboy.
I remember
take
that.
It easy.
I remember that. Miles
that shit was wild, bro.
FA Jaguar. Yeah, that dude's got to come back though. He just come off a loss. Conrad Boxer says Tony Yoka versus Takam would sell in France. Yeah, because I think they're both. I know Takam comes from a French speaking. He comes from Cameroon, which is French speaking, and Yoka is French, so that will sell good in France. And Yoka's been doing well in France. His last 2 fights were in France, so he must be selling out there. So yeah, as Blunt said, that would be a good fight. Takam versus Yoka. Plus,
it's me, baby.
Exactly,
it's me, baby.
Most people know Takam. He's a dude that most people know. So if you get a win over Takam, yeah, he's not the same dude, but it's a good barometer because he's been in there with the likes of Joyce, he's been in there with Povetkin, he's been in there with Parker, he's been in there with Chisora, he's been in there with AJ. So you get a good win over him. It's a good gauge to see where you are in your career. Definitely. Conrad Boxing says Clarissa Shields always in the comments threatening to beat guys up too. I don't really see that. I don't really pay attention to comments that much, but I'm not surprised because Clarissa Shields seems like that individual. She seems like a person that will pull up on you anytime, any place. She seems like that. So shout out to Clarissa though. I know she just took her first combat defeat. I mean, ain't your discipline.
Can we talk on that? Can we talk on that for a minute? Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. That's a good thing. She didn't take it in the ring. That's going to reset her focus on the game. She got a fight coming up in December, I believe. So, yo, it's just, man, it's going to be party all month in this game of boxing, bro. I'm going to be so drunk fucking around with these fights all through December. But nah, I think that's a good thing, though, for her to take that loss. Because, like I said, it'll just kind of bring you back down to earth a little bit. I know you out there chasing the bag and you doing what it do. And then you had these outsider clowns, you know, jumping in and talking shit. And I'm just thinking to myself, bro, we'll never see you in there, bro. And anybody that know me, they know who this outsider is. So we'll never see you in there. So kudos to the sister for even getting in there. And she's still a bad bitch. No cap. She's still a bad man. Boy, Miss Parker. You understand me? Don't let the gray hairs fool you, Miss Shields. Well, I pull up. I know you got the little side. I mean, she got a little dude, but man, he ain't built like this, man. I'm just saying. No, I love you though, all due respect. I think that loss was good for her. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, she should be able to refocus. And this fight coming up, bro, it's unification. It's unification. This big time, bro.
What is it? Is it a boxing?
Yeah, boxing. This could, yes.
I mean, yes, you brought something up a second ago. You said December, bro. I'ma be so tired because November and December gonna have me staying up doing some late nights. I got Tank, Kevin Farmer, Tank, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Stephen Fulton. I got what else is there? Sean Porter versus Crawford. I got what there's so much fights, bro. I can't even think of. We're supposed to be getting what other fights are there? I can't even remember. The list is so long. Lomachenko fighting. There's so
We
much
got
fights.
this one right here too, brother. This on the IG page, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't work.
Yeah.
Undisputed middleweight.
You got.
It's going down, and old girl
to,
is nice too. Old girl 21 and up.
You got Donaire and Gabalo, that fight. I hope that's got a good card because don't want to be staying up for just that. What else is there? There's so much fights in November and December, and that's just abroad. Not to mention the fights in this country because you got Yard versus Arthur. Don't want to miss that fight. There's so much fights coming up.
What's that dude name? What's that cruiserweight name y'all like over there? What's his name? Breedis. Is he fighting this month? Is he fighting in December?
But Eddie Hearn said he's making a big fight in December, and I don't know what fight that is, but I'm assuming it's Bradis versus Coley. Bro, if that fight's on, oh my God, that will be one of my favorite fights of this year. That is going to be a mega fight. But there's so much fights coming up. Like there's even domestic fights in the UK that I'm looking forward to. There's my boy Dan Aziz. Shout out to my boy Dan. He's fighting in 2 weeks. He's headlining his first Sky show on Sky Sports. I gotta give him a shout out for that. That's my boy. That's my real boy right there. So he's headlining his first ever Sky show on a headline, which gotta be proud of him for that. So yeah, man, there's so much fights I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I know we got undisputed in 3 days, or 4 days tops with it. No, 3 days. Yeah, 3 days, baby. This is our Thursday, Friday, Saturday, baby.
Andrade's fighting Quigley. That's a trash fight, but he's still fighting. Golovkin versus Murata. That's another fight.
We still got old boy that just beat the homie Toriano. Goddamn, Munguia. We still got Munguia and Rosario. Yeah, man, it's gonna be packed.
And we're supposed to be getting Viterbia versus Marcus Brown.
Oh yeah, I got that one lined up for I believe they said rescheduled for December 18th.
Bro, come on now. People are telling me boxing ain't in a good place. You need to be in the fantasy league so you can get some points, bro.
Boxing, check this out, bro. Check this out, bro. We are all year round sport, but we're waiting until everybody else is active just to keep showing them boxing will always be first. There's nothing going to stop this sport from coming first. You dudes are seasonal, bro. We all year round, and we'll still slide in your season and throw the biggest party on the block. So this is, man, I'm loving it, bro. I ain't not even gonna lie. I know I'm gonna spend a little bit of grit coming up on some of these pay-per-views, but you know what I'm saying? I gotta touch them on some football or something and get my money back. But yeah, I'm finna spend a couple dollars on this pay-per-views coming up, bro. So it is what it is.
That's why you have to join the fantasy league, bro. You have to join the fantasy league. $500 prize, but not even to mention, forget that. Look at the fights. You want to be predicting and picking. Prove to us that you know about your boxing. Because if you get through this run, 100% you know about boxing. I don't care what anyone says. If you get through this run and you're at the top of the table, you know about boxing. I just listed 15 fights there that, bro, they're pick'ems. They're 50-50s pick'ems. But
there's a bunch of them out here. Yeah, Rosario Munguia, 50-50.
Facts. Dwayne says the truth hurts them vlog. Yeah, it's true, bro. When you start telling the truth vlog, people start getting hurt. Conrad Boxing says, agreed vlog, she needs to focus on boxing now. Yeah, she does, but she's a real warrior. I don't need to worry about Clarissa. Miles Williams says, Canelo busts up Plant. Bro, if you think that, go on the prediction league and pick it. Bert Wood says,
G5JeffTV.com. Go check out my latest article if you got a few minutes. It's a good read. I revised it, so I touched it up.
It's coming out
Man,
tonight. Tonight.
so yeah,
Tonight.
put it out. Y'all read
I've
that.
already scheduled it. I've already scheduled it, bro. It's coming out tonight.
And we hitting Google News, my dude.
Google News, same time.
I'm looking forward to it, my guy. I mean, I did some good work on that article, bro, and I spoke honest and fair. You know what I mean? I never try to like dump on no boxers. That's not what we do. I love the game too much to be dumping on people, but we still gotta speak the truth about the game. You know what I'm saying? Come out. So hey, check the article out, man. It's called Ring Rust.
Bert Wood says, I live in the US. I was told I am not a boxing fan because I picked a Brit to beat Wilder. Plus, I should only support only American boxers. Laugh my ass off. What do you think about that, Blunt? I mean, I'm a dude. I don't believe in picking where people are from, but it's each to their own.
And now I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. One of my favorite fighters looked like an old ass man, and his nickname is Beefy. And he from across the pond. So you can like who you like in this realm of boxing, bro. Nobody can really come down on you for what style you like or whoop-de-whoop. As long as you love the sport and you treating it with the respect it deserves, man, like who you like, Brody. I never shine on you. I didn't want to pick Fury. I picked the bro, because, you know, it is what it is, but I could have seen Fury winning. That's why I was nervous and really didn't watch the fight after the first knockdown. I ain't gonna lie. I was nervous. I said, man, hold up, bro. I don't think he don't look like he finished. He just didn't look like he was finished. Like, I was like, oh shit. I turned the fight off, bro. I didn't pay for it that night. I was at the homie in them house, but we went out burning and I was around. I heard a lot of hoopla and all of that. But yeah, I lost the bag too. So big shout out to Fury on that, man. You ain't shit.
Conrad Boxer says, I will heavily favor Bradis. Yeah, of course, heavily favor Bradis. But I don't think the fight's going to happen in December because I think Bradis just got a cut on his nose from a head clash. I think that might take a bit of time to heal, maybe a month or so. So maybe we might get that in January. But it could be in December. Potentially depends on how quick that heals. Because the last fight he had didn't really take much out of him. He knocked the dude out pretty quick. But it's just a head clash that got his nose bleeding. So I don't know how quick that's going to heal. Clarence McLean, shout out to you, bro. Salute to the chat and the panel. Shout out to you, bro. But yeah, man, we're going to get back. We're going to get back to the topic at hand, which was Devin Haney versus JoJo Diaz. One thing I saw or I wondered was, is this a co-promotional fight? Because I know JoJo's still with Golden Boy. Is it co-promotion or is it straight matching?
I think it's but they both working under DAZN as a streaming network. So DAZN, DAZN, you know, tomato, my nigga. Fuck that. Y'all say DAZN, I say DAZN. And I'm different. I'm just that way, bro. Yeah, but I think it's like a co-promotional. I wouldn't. That's what makes me think who's footing the bill first, though. Now that you saying that, like who put up the original money?
Eddie offered. Eddie was the one who because JoJo Diaz got offered 1 million by Eddie, and JoJo declined that. So JoJo was like, offer more, like he wants more. Devin Haney was at it. Eddie Hernan was like, offer him what Ryan offered him. Then apparently, I assume Eddie offered him 1.5, and he accepted that. So that's what he's getting, which I find crazy because that's the same amount that's the same amount of money that Teofimo Lopez got to fight Loma in an undisputed fight. I found that crazy. He got 1.5 for that undisputed. But JoJo is getting 1.5 just to fight Devin. But I have to say something to you,
but if you look at it this way, you're building your star with the money you invested. So either one of these dudes come out victorious is somebody that is already invested in. So when you go to the table again, you go back like they do in law. They go back to old cases and be like, well, the precedent was set. The precedent is set. So going forward, it shouldn't be nothing much less than 1.2, 1.3 if he stays in that ballpark of 1.5. But I wouldn't go no lower than 1.2. But your performance has to equal that too, even in a losing effort. And I think we'll get that from JoJo. That's the type of dog that he is. He's not a rollover sort of dude. You're not gonna hit him in the mouth and he gonna fold. I haven't seen him rocked in a minute, to be honest. That's another thing that nobody talking about. JoJo probably got the best chin at 135.
Better than Lopez?
We ain't seen Lopez really touched.
No, we haven't. You haven't.
So I'm just saying, we've seen JoJo in some wars, not per se against Farmer, but Farmer will put the hands together and he'll puff your face up.
He was in a war against Rakhimov. We know
that's what I'm saying.
Rakhimov can crack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We haven't seen Teofimo in those type of clashes outside of late in the fight with Loma, where it kind of got a little bit back and forth, and you know what I mean? It got a little tighter than it was earlier in the fight. So, I mean, when you're dealing with a guy like JoJo, his style is going to make it a tight fight from round one. You know what I'm saying? It's no sort of feeling out sort of thing. It's who's going to take control and whose style is going to take the lead in the fight. And man, I would 1.5. That's nice. What your boy Haney get? 2.2.
They haven't revealed his purse, but I'm pretty sure he's getting 2 million minimum.
I go 2.2. You know what I mean? Throw Pops a couple bands. You know what I mean? Pops gonna take that, man. You know what I mean? Because he really got a new head coach and shit, or head trainer, or co-trainer. So I'm sure Pops is not in the gym.
He's a co-trainer.
I forgot the boy name, but I'm gonna tweet it out later just because you asked me. So let me take a note right now.
But
take a note.
I want to ask you this though, because you brought up something the other day. I think it was maybe three live streams ago. I was criticizing the zone, but when you look at the run the zone's about to have, you can kind of give them a bit of credit, because they're gonna have Devin Haney, they're gonna have Teofimo Lopez, they're supposed to have the Jose Parker Chisora fight. They're gonna have, what's the other fight that they got? There's another fight I'm missing. They're gonna have Munguia versus Rosado, and one more fight I'm missing. But all in the space of like 2-3 weeks of each other. So you can give them credit for that, Blanc. I know you were defending the zone the other day, so I give you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's investing now. He saw the I'm sure he's heard the rattles of the cages, but he's still putting on the fan-friendly, the pub-friendly fight cards too, the Babbage against Molina. He's still putting them cards on, but he's investing more in the serious end of boxing also. So I think he's hitting it from both sides. You know what I mean? He's getting your weekend.
There's another fight, bro. Kiko Martinez versus Kid Galahad. That's another good fight as well. That's on the zone.
Oh yeah, that was on my parlay. That's on my parlay. Yeah. I got Kid Galahad in that one.
You gotta give the zone are doing well for November. Can't get the zone are doing good for November. I give them that. Them that definitely.
Yeah. Nice bounce back. Nice bounce back from all that summer flat, because he was getting it in the summer. I mean, he was getting it. What? I mean, you just had the Mikey. What Mikey did too. That was terrible. I mean, I wish I'd have put a bag on Sander. I ain't gonna lie. I called it. I felt like it wasn't gonna be no cakewalk, and if anybody tapping into the channel, they getting a little bit of this.
At least $40, bro. Why did you not put $40, bro?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be out here with these cha-chas, bro, and it just be. Nah, let me stop. I'm bullshitting. I just wasn't thinking that week. You know what I mean? You know how you be nervous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you be nervous. You like that. That's still Mikey, man. You feel me?
Yeah. Miles Williams says, check out Jaron Ennis the other day. You think Conor Ben could keep up with him? I think that's a good fight. Bro, we watched that fight live. Both of us watched that fight live. And there's no way in hell or heaven will Conor Ben ever keep up with that dude, bro. That dude is going to get molly-whopped against against Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis will run him over. I've seen Conor Benn in person several times, and thanks to YSM, I've seen Jaron Ennis in person, and that dude is like 5 weight classes above him, bro. Conor Benn is a small 147, and Jaron Ennis is a small 160.
Hey, my dude, Mr. Williams, your boy is pound for pound. Yeah,
in terms of raw talent, definitely. In terms of accomplishment,
pound for pound, bro. Yeah, but I'm just saying, we talking raw, we talking boxing, pure boxing. We ain't talking belts, organizations, promotion. We ain't talking none of that. The purest boxer and the rawest boxer on the planet Earth right now is goddamn Jerron Boots Ennis, bro. And he was bred to be what he is, bro. I'm telling you, y'all slipping on the fact that he knew he got clipped with that overhand right against a dude he just starched. So after he starched him, his mind was on, I should have, and his brothers and his pops and them was, get that out. He was like, yup. See, this is what champ does that right now? What guy in boxing does that right now? Man, this dude is it, bro. This dude is the business.
Haney or JoJo can beat Loma to me. I mean, I think JoJo will struggle with Loma a lot because although he is relentless, Loma will be pivoting on that dude all day. Like literally, as Blunt said at the start of this live, that pivot is going to be important for Devin Haney. There's one dude in this sport that pivots as good.
Hold on, Shane. It's me, baby.
Exactly.
I hit you with the 1-2, man. It's me, baby.
What do you think? What do you think of JoJo versus Loma?
Exactly what you said. It'll be about controlling the ring, and JoJo is more head first guy. He really does need you towards the corner, towards the ropes, going backwards, toe to toe. He's gonna get moved on by Loma. Even if he comes forward, Loma's gonna sidestep him, hit him with a counter. And we don't know that Loma don't have a nice bit of pop. And can Loma get to him? Like, I don't know that can't happen in a fight like that. So I think JoJo would definitely have to be careful in that fight when it comes to just letting hands go.
Conrad Boxer says, Miles, if Eddie manages to make that fight, I will never complain again. Bro, I don't even want to see that fight. That fight will be murder. Conor Benn versus Jaron Ennis. The reason why I don't want to see that fight is because if Eddie Hearn gets Jaron Ennis over here, that means Jaron Ennis is getting a nice paycheck. Because over here is some nice paychecks. That means this dude's going to kill you and get paid for it. Bro, he's going to finish you off in the first round. Give me that money, Eddie. I don't want to wait no more rounds for my money. I don't want to wait 5 rounds for my money. I want my money in the first 10 seconds. So give me my money. That's what he's going to be fighting like, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's not. I wouldn't suggest that, bro.
The zone will have Kate. This is L-Dub. Shout out to you, bro. Katie and Conor Benn on December 11th, bro. They're. I'm not really a fan of that card. I don't think that card's that great, but for whatever it is, you gotta give it credit regardless. Because Conor Benn's gonna be on that card. I don't know who his opponent is, but he's gonna be on December 11th as well.
You know what they doing with that card? That card is appealing to more the younger generation of boxing over there. I think that's what that card is. Certain cards have certain class appeal. Well, not class, but age range appeal. And to me, just looking at them 2 names right there, they're looking at the younger draw on that card.
Yeah, I get you. L-Dub Boxing says Andrade versus Quigley November 19th. Bro, I'm tired of seeing Andrade fight these UK fighters. He fought Luke Keeler. He fought Liam. What's that dude's name?
Liam Smith.
No, Liam Williams.
I mean, yeah, Williams. Yeah. He should fight Beefy though. He should fight. Did he fight Beefy?
Bro, I don't want to see
Beefy
him fight
for the belt.
I want to see him fight Charlo. I don't want to see him fight none of those British.
Hold up, Shane though. He can't go on his European tour. Canelo did. I'm just saying, baby. Let the brother get out there in front of the crowd.
If it's good enough for Canelo, it's good enough for anyone.
L-Dub, where that card is? Where is that card?
That's a good
I
question.
mean, yeah.
Conrad Boxing says ESPN put Ennis on place 7 in their top 25. Oh yeah, that's crazy. The
Can I
best fighter is
can I
under
comment on that?
25. Go
Can I
on.
comment on that?
Go ahead.
They are you cannot pay attention to what ESPN is doing with their lists, with all of this promotional stuff, because they don't have a single person that stands on any of that. So first of all, don't even recognize they work. Second of all, they have fighters on there the person that they paid to put fights on, that they do business with, and Bob Arum is not even promoting the top 2 fighters properly. We just seen the step up fight for the youngster. Cool, about time. The whole summer, ever since Oscar of Valdez, there's been an in between on what been going on with Top Rank. Nothing major that I can think of stand out. Loma came back, that was okay, but I think that was expected. They owe the fans. They owe everybody, bro. Like,
I want to piggyback off that, bro. What Blunt just said is a fact. ESPN owe the fans because, bro, they had Undisputed this year. They didn't promote that at all. They done a trash promotion for Ramirez versus Taylor. They did it. They had what's it called? Terence Crawford's first fight is just this month. He's been out the ring for the whole year. They had Tyson Fury at the ring for the whole year. Their other champion, Beterbiev, he had to fight in Germany. He couldn't even fight on Top Rank. Top Rank ain't promote no show this whole entire year where you can say, wow, that was a good promotion. They ain't put money behind nothing. They ain't put money behind nothing. Even when you talk about Inoue and Lomachenko when they came back in July, bro, that was trash promotion as well, bro. They've been absolutely trash. I don't want to hear nothing from ESPN. They've been absolutely trash all year round.
and
All year
bro,
round.
they never stand on these lists. I need somebody's name. I need a panel. I need to be able to tweet somebody about the position they placed a certain fighter in and wonder why. Like, there's no interaction with this list. There's no fan list. This is not a true boxers insider list. Just go to boxing Twitter and just find a bunch of hardcores and kind of make a list based on what these dudes are saying. They're not saying where this is coming from, but we can see anybody ranked with Top Rank pretty high on that list. Even guys that have nothing accomplished under 25. But yet you put Boots, a dude that is 28-0 with 26 knockouts. Bro, ain't nobody on that list got a resume like that. And I don't care if they is fighting a bunch of shoe shiners. They still ain't got no resume like that. So how do you have him where he is? And he's the purest boxer on that list, top to bottom, power, footwork, defense, ring generalship, conditioning. I mean, we've seen it all with Boots because we've seen him go the distance a couple times. So we know he's good. So what, bro, I don't know. I can't respect a lot that they do. And they stole G5 idea, bro. That right there, I'm just through with ESPN. I still got them on my IG slide just for information purposes or whatever. But yeah, just in general though, bro, I don't fuck with them.
Conrad Boxing says, behind Ryan Garcia, I don't know how they put him behind Ryan. That I don't know what crack they smoke. Rocky Rodriguez, shout out to you, bro. Don't sleep on Ben, bro. Ben is no way beating Boots. I'll put that. I'll bet you.
Hey, hold it down, bro. Let me get something to drink.
Cool. Boxer Learner says, I guess I will be getting the zone soon. Bro, if they keep that momentum, I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking November and I'm liking December. That's 2 months out of 12 that you got done. So well done for getting 2 months out of 12. But next time, let's try go for 4 months out of 12, then maybe 5 months, 6 months, then we'll keep it rolling. But based on what I've seen so far, it's been pretty trash. But if Otto Wallen and Dylan White fought, maybe I would have been a bit more lenient on them because that would have been a good fight to have. But on a whole, they need to do a bit better. But as I said, that November, that December, I got to be proud of. And apparently there's another British fight that's coming in the UK another card in the near Christmas. I don't know what card it is. I was hoping it's Bradis and a Coley. If it is, bro, 10 out of 10 for December, 10 out of 10 for November. Conrad Boxer says Liam Williams. Yeah, I just remember I had a mental block. Tank Davis says Bert Williams says Tank Davis versus Isaac Cruz Gonzalez. Cakewalk for Tank. Nah, I don't think it's a cakewalk, but it'll be easy work. Shakur versus
You
Herring.
know what this is? Hold on, let me before you keep reading. This is a good opportunity to see some boxing from Tank. You think so?
I mean, the
He's
fact
the
that
big.
the dude's shorter than him and he's taller than
Yeah,
the
that's
dude,
what I
yeah.
said. Like maybe we could see a jab. Maybe we could see some outside sort of boxing from Tank. I mean, I'm
Remember
just a thought. I could be wrong.
the other
I
day
mean,
we
I
were
hope
talking
he.
about foot placement and him getting his foot as a southpaw on the outside of his opponent. This will be a good chance to see if he's got foot placement because, as you said, the dude keeps squaring up. So I hope he doesn't make those mistakes. Not because it's going to cost him the victory, but I just want to see if he can break some of the bad habits that we've seen. Oh, Blunt's not there.
Yeah,
But
facts. No,
oh
I'm with
yeah,
you. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah,
uh,
facts though. Facts.
Boxing Learner says Shakur vs. Herring promotion was good. Nah, that's true. That's true. I'll give you that. That was good promotion. That was actually good promotion because they done the all access and the behind the scenes and all of that. But what that leads me to question, they must really be banking on Shakur being the face of this brand. Because they didn't do it for Josh Taylor versus Ramirez, which to me was undisputed. They should have done it for that fight. They didn't do it for Inoue or Lomachenko. They didn't do it for Beterbiev. They didn't do it for when Joe Smith had his world title fight. They done it for
Can,
Tyson Fury late. So I'm
can I
wondering
say
why they
something
haven't
about
done it
that?
for Shakur. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I for the Josh Taylor fight, I think they don't think they have that promotional control over Josh Taylor because he's an across the pond fighter, and for somebody like him, he doesn't have to really come over here to really get work like that. You understand what I'm saying? And we don't know Top Rank to be across seas promoting fights on that level. So
No,
they may have took a step back just to feel like they didn't want to put any money out there behind a fighter that they don't really control to that extent. So, but everybody else, I got to go on your take with the rest of them.
yeah, I mean
But
they
that's just
only
my
put.
take on that.
No, that's true. But with Shakur, like they put money behind Shakur, and I give them credit for that. But if you look at it, they've lost a few purse bids recently as well. They lost a purse bid with Teofimo Lopez. They lost a purse bid with Loma. And I think there was another purse bid. I wish El Dub was here. He would tell me there was another purse bid they lost. Bro, they haven't really been putting their hands in their pockets. The first time they put their hands in their pocket, no, they won. I don't know if I don't know if Crawford and Porter went to purse bids, but they got that fight. I want to see if they're doing promotion for that. But what are we like 2 weeks free? When is that fight? When is that fight, by the way, Blunt?
The 6th to the 26th.
Of what?
No, November.
Of no.
Yeah, we ain't far. Yeah, we ain't far away. Let me look it up
They
right
done
now.
no promotion for that neither. So, bro, like, they ain't even done
Yes,
promotion
they
for
have.
that.
They working on that. No, I just seen some clips. I don't really like the pub too many other boxing sites, but Fight Hype though, they had a nice little interview with Sean Porter. Man, they doing mad commercials. He's like, man, they got 8-hour days worth of commercials. So they about to roll out a lot of good work based on that interview.
Fair enough. I haven't. What's it called? I haven't seen it. Maybe because I'm not in. But on my YouTube feed, I'm not seeing a lot of promotion. But maybe that's just because everybody's talking about Canelo and it's Canelo's fight week. So
yeah, exactly. You don't want to cross. Kind of step on toes and disrupt any future business
Canelo's the
opportunities.
worst person to step on toes with because that dude's gonna have a following regardless who's fighting.
Let me get this date real quick for the folks in the chat, just to be on point with everybody. The 20th, November 20th. So I was close. Yeah. So right before Thanksgiving. That's a good day to have it though. Right before Thanksgiving, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah. You catch everybody before they go out of town and start spending a lot of money with family and traveling and all of that. Yeah, smart. Very smart.
I mean, it's difficult to find a nice slot I got a question for you as well. After Miles Williams says, "Do you think White Fury will happen?" Yeah, I do. I just don't see who else Fury's gonna fight. Who else is he gonna fight? He needs a fight with someone like White, who's got a big.
Mauricio Suleiman just came out on Twitter and said he's about to make that fight happen, or it was said that he said that he's about to make that White
bro,
mandatory.
If we keep it real, like I said this before, Bob Arum's got one fight left with Tyson Fury. So at the end of the day, bro, if it's not an AJ fight, he's gonna probably send Tyson Fury over to fight in the UK, because he doesn't want to put money up for a Tyson Fury fight unless it's mega money and lose. Because I'm gonna give you a scenario. Let's say Tyson Fury doesn't fight Dillian Whyte. That means Bob Arum has to get Tyson Fury to fight someone else. If he gets him to fight someone else, that means he has to promote Tyson Fury's fight. If he promotes Tyson Fury's fight, that means Tyson Fury could potentially be a free agent going into the Joshua fight. Why would Bob Arum do that? Bob Arum's not gonna, unless he's already signed an extension, which I haven't heard he's signed an extension. This is Tyson Fury's last fight with Bob Arum. So Bob Arum don't really want that fight to be someone who's not AJ. Because if that someone's not AJ, all you're gonna see is Tyson Fury fight that fight with Bob Arum, and then next thing you know, Tyson Fury could run off to Dubai or Saudi Arabia, make that AJ money, and then Bob Arum misses out. So what Bob Arum would do is, you know what? Let Tyson Fury fight Dillian Whyte in the UK. It's not under my promotion, so I still got that fight that this dude owes me. I still get my promotional money, and I still get what's it called, and I still get dibs on his next fight. So when he beats Whyte, that's what he's saying. He's gonna come and see me, and he's gonna have to pay me, and he's gonna have to owe me a fight as well. So why would he not make Dillian Whyte? Why would he not make Tyson Fury fight Dillian Whyte? It just doesn't make sense to me.
So in response to what you just said, it was definitely a phone call made. You know what I mean? To support the move to make that fight, because you got to make it sort of official. So Bob might have picked up the phone and called Mauricio, like, yeah, man, go ahead and put that out there, bro. Go on, let that man work. Bob slick, bro. Bob slick. Bob is slick.
Of course. Bro, he's been in the business for 50 years, bro.
Yes, bro. Oh, yeah. He know all the tricks.
Yeah. Boxing Learner says 70 days away, yeah. Conrad Boxing says, with Fury, everything can happen. Bro, I think that fight's happening. Then why does Bob Arum always trash AJ? Bro, he knows AJ is the bag. Regardless how you look at it, he can trash AJ all you like, bro. He knows Tyson, because he put a lot of money into Tyson Fury. Let's keep it real. Outside of the Wilder fights, Bob Arum has made a massive loss on Tyson Fury. He paid this dude 80 million, and his first two fights were Tom Schwartz and Otto Walling. Bro, let's keep it real. Those fights weren't turning no needle. When he fought Wilder, that's when Tyson Fury really started to recoup some money. But let's keep it real. It's the AJ fight, which is the cash out. If AJ loses, bro, Bob Arum is gonna be pissed, because that's where the money is. Usyk versus Fury don't make that money. I'm telling you that for free. That don't make that money. Whereas if AJ fight Fury, they know they're making 200 million easy. Saudi Arabia will put up a bag for that fight, a nice bag for that fight. Bro, me, Blunt, and Jeff will go out there to commentate in Saudi Arabia if they got that type of money.
Man, I'm sure they got a gratuitary portion of that 200 to be like, yeah, let the independent media come on out and do what it do.
Literally. Arum trashes everyone, even his own fighters. That's a fact. He even trashes his own fighters. But Blunt, I wanted to ask you a question. Out of the run that we've discussed probably 16, 15 fights. What fight are you looking forward to the most? There's one fight I'm looking forward to the most, but I want to know if we're thinking on the same page.
Oh man, bro, that is, well, for the past week or so, I was looking forward to Tank and Rolly. I ain't gonna lie, because that was an actual B-day situation. You know what I mean? Real, line it up, enjoy yourself, and
You
watch
still
the
got your
homie do
birthday fight
work.
though. You still got your birthday
Yeah,
fight though.
yeah, but I'm looking more forward now to the day before fight. And that just came out today. And I'm looking more forward to Haney JoJo than I am Porter Crawford. And I'm probably the biggest Porter supporter that, you know, this side of the Mississippi. So I'm just saying, I think that's just a more intriguing fight. I think for Porter and Crawford, it's kind of expected outcome, but it's still a good test. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
What
not
about
saying don't think Porter can win.
what about Fulton and Figueroa? Because that's the fight I'm looking forward to the most. Fulton and Figueroa. What do you think about that?
That fight is it's not quite high on my radar based on the fact that I think this is a step up fight for Steph, even though Figueroa is coming in kind of, I would say, B side technically, you know what I'm saying, on that PBC side of the game. So it's really not high on my radar, bro. I don't know why, but I put that beneath Porter Crawford. I put that beneath Canelo Plant. You know what I mean? It's kind of down there. And then definitely I would have to say JoJo Haney is above that too, even though it's happening first. If I was looking forward to it in order, that's how I would put that down. But then you got
Fair
some
enough.
other fights. I'm like, this Donaire Caballo fight is very interesting once I seen them numbers on Caballo. So
Yeah.
it's a few fights. Just because I think Figueroa isn't a name enough, and neither is Steph. I mean, Cool
But
Boy. So
but he beat Neri. So he did prove himself. He did. I guess he proved himself when he beat Neri. I
with the
assume.
hardcores, bro. Neither one of these dudes is a real casual sort of guy. So this is a
No,
big
yeah,
fight
that's right.
to give themselves that lane. So promotion wise, that's terrible. Showtime not doing a good job to have that fight rescheduled. But like you said, it's fight week for unification. So I'm sure everybody's kind of taking a step back on what they may be doing to promote their fights on their particular platform. So I'm expecting a bit more for that fight, though. It is an intriguing fight, though, because again, you got boxer, puncher, classic matchup in boxing. So
The
shit,
problem
man.
is that fight's on the same night as Cambosis and Tiafimo. So that's another clash that we're gonna have. But is what it is.
Timing wise, though, because remember, Showtime show they fights a little bit later because a lot of their programming is West Coast based. Sometimes they be back east, sometimes they do go to Atlanta and they'll do a Barclays or something. But
you're telling the truth because that fight is in Vegas, whereas Cambosis is in New York. So they're like 3 hours apart.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. The timing might work out because it did almost with on the Haney night, on Haney Linares night, because it was fights going on because that's the night that the dark skinned Latin cat fought. They had Carlos Demaez or Adamides or Adimes.
Carlos Adames, yeah.
Yeah. That was the night he fought. Ooh, that was nasty. That was a nasty KO.
Is Jamal getting a fight by the end of the year, or is you gonna sit out?
Nah, I don't think we're gonna see the Charlos before the year is out. It'll be late in the game because we would have already heard something about them. You know, PBC pub them good month, 2 months before a fight. You usually hearing their names ringing bells. But what I heard was IBF about to make a mandatory for him. So
apparently,
I think that's coming up next.
Apparently, Bivol's supposed to be fighting as well, but I don't know who. Miles Williams says, I'm looking forward to Canelo versus Plant, though. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well, definitely. It's a fight. Bro, I'm gonna be staying up late for all of these fights, bro. Oh man, the Sunday mornings for me are always gone because I stay up for so much fights. But when I'm staying up, it just shows that box is in a good place because. Like the other day, I stayed up for Shakur. I stayed up for Boots. What I can't remember what I stayed up for before that, but like when you live in the UK, bro, it's real Oh, bro, we've gotten some other fights. Tim Zoo's fighting a new way is not a new way. Who's Tim Zoo fighting? Tim Zoo's fighting someone real good. I think who's Tim Zoo
He
fighting?
is
It's someone
fighting in the new way. He
yeah, he's
is
fighting a
not a
new.
cousin though. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's not a family member from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, but Tim Zoo's fighting anyway, and I'm actually gonna go live for that fight because, bro, when I check the numbers on both of those dudes, that that those dudes bringing some nasty numbers. They bringing some crazy numbers, and we'll be the only ones going live for that fight as well. So I'll probably go live for that. Um,
Uh,
that's another fight we forgot about. Figueroa is
bro, I
trash to
tried.
me. Go on.
Hey, bro, I tried to do a live for the boots and them, bro. I was
Yeah,
so
what
fucking
happened?
tired, homie. I was so tired, bro. I was like, I ain't got no commentary in me, bro. I was sitting here watching the fight and I looked up, I was like, oh shit, you on live.
Literally,
I said, let me get.
I was expecting a message from you, but the thing is, like, I was so drained out because I watched as a Pader fight, then I watched the Boots fight, bro. Like, I was tired because me, you, and Jeff watched the full British card, then we watched
Yup.
the Pader, then it was Boots, that's how you know box is in a good place when you're just watching card after card, bro. But I was real tired. I won't even lie to you. I want to see Tiafimo versus George. Yeah, dudes in the comments, let me know who you guys want to see. What fights are you looking forward to the most this year? Um, uh, Boxing Learner says Charlo will fight this year. Neither Charlo will fight this year. I hear you. New Way, yeah. I couldn't remember. Vlog, I tried to stay awake for your Ennis live stream, but couldn't keep my eyes open, bro. I know the feeling. Me and you are on the same time zone. It is a struggle to stay awake for these fights, man.
Hey,
Especially
Conrad, I appreciate the effort, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was smoked out by that time, bro. Man. I told you, I loaded the live up, bro. I was in there probably that first few minutes of the first round of what was that first fight again? I can't even remember, man. It was Boots. It was oh boy, I can't even remember that first fight. But I looked up, bro, and I was like, oh shit, I'm on live, and I ain't said a goddamn word. I hurry up and got up out of there. That shit was hilarious. You should have been here because you would have been laughing your ass off.
That would have been fun. This dude. That sounds fun. This dude's hiding in the street, like, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. So
Uh,
yeah, I ain't had no commentary that night.
yeah, but
But I appreciate
dude,
it though, Conrad.
we be going live for Vlogs channel. Me, Vlog, and Jeff have to sort out the schedule because I got literally, I can't remember all the fights, but there's a lot of fights, and we're gonna go live for majority of those fights just to on this channel and on Vlogs channel just to spread their attention. We realized when the last live we done, we got a lot of good feedback, so we want to just spread that to Vlogs channel as well. I know Vlog was tired, but we're gonna keep it consistent. We've been consistent with the lives during the week, but we're gonna be consistent with the lives on the fight nights as well, just to keep the interaction going. But the only way you can maximize the interaction is register to G5JeffTV.com. When you register with G5JeffTV.com, not only do you get alerts when all the articles drop, that's article from me, article from Vlog, article from Jeff, but you also join the Fantasy League. And when you join the Fantasy League, it's free to play, $500 prize. $500 prize, not to mention the fact that you could also win bragging rights. That's the most important thing for boxing fans. Tell me how much you know about boxing. I don't want to hear anything else about this or that. Tell me if you know about boxing. Prove it by winning the Fantasy League. This week is the first week, so go to G5JeffTV.com. Today you're gonna have Blunt's article is gonna be dropping. For me, it'll be dropping at 1, but for I don't know what time that'll be for Blunt. That's probably gonna be sometime in the afternoon for him. But G5JeffTV.com, go and register for the Fantasy League. First week is this week, Canelo versus Plant. Uh, uh, you totally need to cover all Babbage fights. Oh yeah, 100%. It's not just Babbage though, bro. Whenever we go live for fights, we get mad feedback. When me and Blunt went live for Charlo versus Castano, we were getting mad feedback as well. We just need to do it consistently.
Yeah, facts.
Conrad Boxing says Marky got such a crazy fan base too. By the way, yeah, I know who's I don't know who's Marky fighting though, but he's got a crazy fan base as well. It's all of them Albanian fans. Why do he have such a huge fan base? Because of the Albanians. He's probably the only Albanian fighter, and there's a heavy Albanian community in the UK as well as other European countries. Albania is a country where a lot of people have migrated from to other countries in the world. Like there's even Albanians in Canada, there's Albanians in France, Portugal, England, there's Albanians all over the world.
Bro, they got their own mob out here, bro. So yeah, they doing numbers all across the world. So they get a fighter that's making a name for himself, they gonna definitely support their guy. So I ain't mad at that community whatsoever.
They are all over social media supporting the guy. Conrad, let me know when his next fight is, because I might even go live for that, bro. Bro, I watch too much fights like to not go live for them. Like I'll be watching the fight anyway, so I might as well go live for it. It just helps me with interaction, really and truly. That's what we really do. That's why vlogs where vlog is, and that's why vlog does what he does. He's changed his game. He's not just doing the videos anymore. He's doing the videos. If you don't follow him on social media as well, you want to follow his Instagram. His first Instagram page was popping, but he's still doing the Fantasy Fridays. Is that what it's called, Blunt?
Yes, sir. 5-day fantasy fights, and I got a hot one coming up again this week. So stay tuned.
By the way, Blunt, I was gonna say, me and Jeff, well, I spoke to Lowdown today. Me and Jeff might be on his channel tomorrow, but I'm gonna speak to him, see if you can come on as well. But you're probably gonna be asleep this time because it's gonna be UK time, so I don't know how it's gonna work for you.
When his lives pop off?
So he does it every Thursdays at UK time 6 p.m. So that's 1 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, that'd be right before we do our thing. So we can give him a few minutes and still go to work. Remember, I go to work, we go to work 2:30 my time. So, good little 45 minutes, an hour.
Are you not busy before?
No, I'll just be getting off of work.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'll be at the crib by then. I should be at the laboratory.
20th of November. Thank you, some French guy on a boxer card with Richard Riapo. Bro, I'm gonna be live for that because Dan Aziz is headlining that against Jose Burton, and Richard Riapo was back. So I'm definitely gonna be live for that fight, 100%, because obviously I have to support my boy Dan, his first ever headline show. So shout out to him. But yeah, for those who don't know already, go to g5jeftv.com. Blunt, you can do as much advertising for yourself as possible. Go ahead, bro.
Oh man, I'm on IG boxing #1 vlog VLOG. Look up the article coming soon at g5jeftv.com called Ring Rust. Take a read, take a gander, tell me what you think. You know what I mean? Hit me up in the DM on IG. Tell me what you think about any of my articles, man. Interact with me, man. I'm good people's, man. So I appreciate all the support. The numbers are slightly moving, and that's because the live's been jumping, and that's because of all of y'all. So I'm trying to get to 1,000 before December 5th, man. It'd be a hell of a birthday present because I've been doing this for a hot one, and I'm putting a lot of effort into this boxing love, man. So show me some love and tap in with me. I appreciate it.
It's definitely gonna move when we start doing some lives on your channel. So we just need to be consistent with that. We need to sort the schedule out. We're probably gonna sort it out sometime this week. If not this week, probably next week latest. But I let everybody who's watching
hey, I'm buying this fight, even though I don't really want to, but if I do it live, I only want to go live for the main event because I don't think the rest of that card is. I mean, I don't know. It's Fundora on that card? I might. If Fundora on that card, I might.
On what card? On what card?
On the plant card, is Fundora on there?
God knows. I didn't even check that undercard because I'd never checked
Yeah.
Canelo undercard. They're
Yeah, the
normally
last
trash.
time I looked at it, it was trash. It was trash the last time I looked. So I don't know. But yeah, if so, bro, if I go this weekend, man, let's go on the channel for the plant Canelo John, bro. That should be nice.
Yeah, definitely. Burt Wood says Nonito Donaire will defend his title against undefeated interim WBC champion. Yeah, we spoke about that already. We spoke about that, bro.
Yeah.
The reason why it's so important is because the fantasy league is just a transition to so much other things that the team has. Like Vlog's got some stuff cooking, we have stuff cooking. So the more interaction we get on the fantasy league, the quicker we can get the ball rolling with this stuff. We just need you guys to keep the interaction and our aim this season is minimum 50 players. Last season we had 25 players. This season we want 50 players to join the fantasy league. So if you guys can get 50 players to join, we'll be extremely grateful. That's what we want. 50 players to join the fantasy league. It starts this week. So if you want to make $500, if you want to win the bragging rights of boxing knowledge and predictions, join the fantasy www.g5jeftv.com. Yeah, man, that's the live, man. Shout out to everybody for being here. Thank you for supporting us in Jeff's absence. We're always going to give you a show, whether it's me, Blunt, Jeff. We're always going to give you the best of our ability and the best of our services. Interaction is always fantastic. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sticking around. And don't forget to follow us. Subscribe to BoxingFirst Vlog. Subscribe, like, and share, and shout.